Budget 2014 rolled out today with much hype and expectation from the Finance Minister and the new government. In the run-up to the budget, many students, professors and teachers have been wondering what would the budget have in it for education. And on the show today, we're discussing exactly that. We've got students from Mumbai, entrepreneurs from Bangalore and professors from Delhi to give us an overall idea of where they think the government should focus on in their respective areas. First up, some students from Mumbai with Ankita on what they think the government needs to do.
As Union Finance Minister Arun Jaitley presented the much-awaited budget for 2014, students, teachers and authorities from all educational institutions across the country had their eyes set on what this budget has to offer for the educational sector this year. So now I'm in conversation with students from Somaiya Vidya Vihar colleges. Let's see what they think is the need of the hour. What do you think needs to be done to get this overall development?
So, ma'am, first of all, we need to reduce inflation because inflation is the key to everything. Money. Money is the same point because education is found, but still people have problems with money. They cannot pay the fees. So, inflation should be reduced. Now, if we reduce inflation, education goes up, people are educated, they should be given job opportunities. Job opportunities directly leads to the development of the nation in general. And these job opportunities are not just important. We need safety for women also because most of the talent nowadays are found in women. Top 5-10 people are women itself, but they are not given opportunities to showcase their talent. The same point comes with safety of women. We are not allowed to go out at night, so we cannot work. I am from an IT field. I need to go out and work at night, but because of this problem with safety of women, I am not allowed to do that. So that reduces the talent, the quality of the people in education in the people.
So when we talk about education and like higher education, so if let's say we have IITs and IIMs, just a few of them, and not every state has it. So what do you think about that? Do you think it's needed, like as in we need to have an IIT and IIM in every state of India?
I don't think that. IIT and IIM are a matter of great importance, that is believed. But as HRD Minister just said, that rather than increasing the number, you have to develop the already established IIMs and IITs. The new IIMs like the JKI IIM, they don't even have the faculty, they don't even have their own land. Rather than improving the number, improve the quality.
If you see, we have so many other languages. You have Bengali, you have Kannada, you have Telugu. What about these? What do you think can be done to develop these?
Ma'am, regional in vernacular languages we can study up till 10th standard, I believe that. After that we are supposed to go, we are thinking about in an industry point of view. We are going to multinational companies, we cannot be speaking in vernacular languages. And even in India, if you see, if you come from Kerala and speak in Maharashtra, people can't discern what they are telling. So we require a common language, that is English. We have to do higher studies in English itself, that's what I think. But vernacular languages can be promoted by having a single subject for that. Having in-depth subject compulsory for that. That's how we can promote it. That's what I think.
So most of the problems discussed here are deep-rooted and will need much of planning if they need to be overcome. And just when can we expect for these problems to get over? Well, that's something we'll need to wait and watch.
Bangalore is the startup capital of the country, and entrepreneurs and startups like everyone else have had high expectations from the government on what they would do to further encourage entrepreneurship in the country. Lakshmi now joins us from Bangalore. She's with two entrepreneurs. Lakshmi, what do you have for us?
Thanks, Kriti. I'm here in startup capital of India and probably the world soon, Bangalore. Here with me to discuss what kind of government policies will really enable the startup system to go to the next level are Vamsi Krishna Vedantu and Amit Singh of the Head Start Foundation. Let's have a look at what they have to say. Hi Vamsi and hi Amit.
Hello.
First question I want to put to you is that the Modi government has put across a Ministry of Entrepreneurship and a Minister for Entrepreneurship. This is the very first time this is happening in India. So what's your take on this? You think that this is going to be a new era for the startup ecosystem?
Definitely so. It's a very big move per se. Still needs to be seen what are the policies that they are putting forward for entrepreneurs. In my information, they've already listened to iSpirit and NASSCOM. There are some fantastic suggestions that both the lobbies have given to them. If they take good action towards it, then definitely it's a very big move forward.
Definitely, Mr. Sonowal has all the support and aspirations from the startup community, and all the best to him. We really feel that there's a lot which can be done for startup ecosystem in the country, not just for Bangalore. this step is very encouraging because this also tells us that the government is ready to identify this whole genre of startups than just making it a subset of micro and medium scale enterprises. So yeah, it's a good step.
Talking about the ecosystem, what really are the challenges that you think we are facing right now?
So there are a lot of challenges. Like when there is a policy challenges which can be there are infrastructure challenges, and so on and so forth. I'll specifically talk about policy challenges, and this entrepreneurship ministry can help solve some of them. The first and the foremost would be the single point of clearances, which should be there for startups. The second would be availability of funds, and not just equity funds, but in kind of loans which government can support and provide. Third would be making the whole system very easy for startups to wind, because again that is one of the very big issues because of which angels and VCs are reluctant to invest in startups. In countries like Singapore, they made it very simple, and that's why most of the companies in India I also am hearing are shifting their business to Singapore. So this ministry should do something to stop that exodus of companies. Tax ops for investors who are investing in startups should be there. So these are some of the policies which introduced can help, as a lot.
So going step by step, what really are the hurdles in the ecosystem? Right now you're saying it's not enabling enough as Singapore, but what really is the problem?
Okay, there are a bunch of issues there. When we're talking about startups, it's a totally different beast compared to a small and medium enterprise, which many people do understand a bit. Uh, very fundamental issues like even finding co-founders is a fundamental challenge faced by people. Now, when we're talking about mature entrepreneurial ecosystems like Bangalore, there's still some activities happening over there. But say entrepreneurs in tier 2 cities probably get started with their friends, don't have co-founders with complementary skills. That itself leads to a lot of these businesses shutting down despite having a good product or a business model. That's a simple one. Beyond co-founders, hiring employees for startups, is a totally different ballgame. It's a big challenge again. There are not enough exits right now. So, for a guy who's working in a Google or a Yahoo for that matter, he cannot see that, okay, in 5 years, if I work for a startup, I'll have some stock options, I'll make a crore. They can't see that yet, and hence a lot of them continue to work in their R&D positions in all these big companies. So people who end up joining are essentially the ones probably who are A, out of jobs, don't have too many options, or B, they're really keen into solving a big problem or doing something good and meaningful, and hence they come over there. But these guys are again, very small. The very best of talent is not there for startups yet. There are a bunch of other things. Early stage investments, there's a very long way to go in that direction. Good stuff happening. A lot of India-centric funds have come up, K, Bloom, Battery, but again, it's just the beginning.
So you were talking about startup talent. Why would you say such a problem exists? Is this because there is not enough awareness about startups?
Perception. Startups aren't just that cool enough yet. You have hundreds of startup entrepreneurs, pretty young in their age, building 100 crore companies, and all the early employees of that companies, becoming crore-patis. Then definitely, it'll become, hey, I want to go join a startup. Otherwise, why? I'm talented. I'll go join a Google. Pays me good salary. Excellent infrastructure, very good standard of living. Why not? That's the whole thing right now.
Vamsi, what do you have to say? Do you think this is more of a mindset issue?
But definitely, Amit has definitely a point over there. It is a mindset issue. It's a cultural issue. Indians, the culture, the socio-economic fabric has to change to bring about a very fundamental change. Things are improving, definitely. But as Amit said, we need poster boys. Okay, the Flipkarts and the Snapdeals of India has definitely provided us some poster boys, which gives some hope for young guys coming out of colleges that yes, I can also go into a startup, do it. They can probably better convince their parents around it. But yes, lot of stuff again has to be done. Lot of changes has to come forth, and the whole ecosystem has to evolve. The parental pressure is there for any guy who wishes to go into a startup. As Amit said, if I am getting a good job in Google and I go and tell my parents that hey, I just want to ditch everything and go start a startup. The first argument which a parent says it, first get married and then, do it. Because you will not get a girl if you don't do, working in a company. This has nothing to do with the reality. It is a cultural and, a mindset. And some of these things have to change. So
there is a lot of risk involved. Maybe that is one of the reasons why this mindset is also not changed. So do you think in terms of the education system itself and probably through government policies, more awareness can be created?
Yes, definitely awareness is a big issue, and as I said, we need more success stories to, to have that perception busted that startup is huge risk. First of all, the biggest perception or misconception I would say, as far as a startup is concerned, is you need to do a startup in order to get rich. Believe me, startup is the worst way to make money. It's actually, you should not come into a startup to make money. So the idea would be to solve a bigger problem. It's more like a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle choice. So startup, an entrepreneur who chooses to become a startup guy needs to do a lifestyle analysis, and probably this is exactly not equivalent to what you will get when you do an MNC job. So yes, so that is something which needs to be very clearly put across, and awareness has to be built even from an ecosystem for this. As far as education in colleges and other communities are concerned, yes, there are entrepreneurs. There are also systems like TIE, like Head Start, and there are organizations who are doing that education part. Okay, and the situation is much better than what used to be when I graduated out of my college in 2006. Things are improving. We could do much better with more, education coming in.
Vamsi, Amit, one more question. Where do you see the Indian startup ecosystem in the next 5 years?
I see more startups coming in. My personal wish would be a company like Facebook and Google getting out of the country, and we really do have the capability as well as the talent to do this. Yes, that would be my dream, to have some world-class companies, more than Flipkarts and InMobis, and we are already there. I think I would really want to see another Apple or a Google coming out of this country.
As per Startup Genome report, Bangalore ranks at 19th in the world. That's the only Indian city that is there in the list of entrepreneurial ecosystems around the world. Bangalore will definitely hit top 10. What we would like to see is 2 more cities. See, NCR region as such has a lot of power and potential. Bombay, Pune, perhaps Chennai. If we could get all of these other 4 in that top 20 list, oh boy, we are doing good.